This is a story of how I went from silently struggling to finally choosing myself, my health, and my peace. A story about what happens when burnout becomes too heavy to carry alone. The situation, what I was going through. I work in healthcare, a field that demands accuracy, compassion, and constant communication. And for months, I was doing everything I could to keep up. But the workload was growing, expectations kept rising, and my body started showing signs that something wasn't right. I was exhausted, I wasn't eating, my anxiety was getting worse, even with medication. I felt like I was running on fumes. And the moment that broke for me wasn't during work, it was at home on my break. When my daughter looked at me and could see I wasn't okay, that's when I knew something had to change. The turning point and what I did next. Instead of pushing myself past the point of no return, I reached out for help. I talked to my doctor, I explained what was happening physically, mentally, and emotionally, and together we decided that I needed a medical leave. I filed for a medical leave, I filed for short-term disability, and both were approved. That meant my job is protected, my benefits continue. I will receive a portion of my income while I recover and I finally have some peace to breathe. I started documenting my experiences, not to blame anyone, but to understand what I was going through and how it affected me. And for the first time in a long time, I felt supported. What I have now, protection and stability. Right now, I have something I didn't have before. I have a foundation. I have a medical documentation. I have job protection. I have financial support during my leave. I have clarity about my body, what my body has been through, and what my body has been trying to tell me for months. This leave isn't a vacation, it's a reset. It's a chance to heal my mind, my body, my nerves, my nervous system. My next steps, moving forward intentionally. Over the next couple of months, my focus is simple: rest, recover, rebuild. I'm taking time to get my health back on track. I'm talking to professionals. I'm giving myself permission to slow down. I'm also reflecting on what I want my future in healthcare to look like, whether I return to the same environment or choose a different path. And I'm sharing my story because so many people in healthcare are silently struggling just like I was. The big picture, my transformation. Where I was, barely eating, barely sleeping, barely functioning, trying to hold everything together while I was falling apart. Where am I now? Protected, supported, documented, financially stable during leave, focused on healing, clear about my boundaries, and finally listening to my body. I didn't quit. I didn't give up. I just chose myself. This isn't the end of my story. It's the moment everything starts to shift in my favor. And if you're watching this and you're struggling too, you deserve support. You deserve rest. You deserve to feel like yourself again.